you hear that? I think that's what powerful windmills feel like. Look, it's over there again. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Deon. I'll be teaching you windmills. So first off, I'm gonna teach you two things. All right, the first thing is to stretch, and the second thing is to warm up. Let's talk about warming up first. It ain't easy. All right, so warming up, right? So that's basically telling your body, hey, yo, body, let's get to it. We're gonna do some crazy stuff. Are you ready? And your body's like, nah. So you're gonna be like, all right, let's warm up. Let's do jumping jacks. Let's push up. Let's do run. Get your blood circulating. You know what I'm saying? Like get your muscles pumped. All right. So now, second thing is you gotta learn how to stretch. So when you stretch, right, you're telling your body, hey, body, I'm gonna stretch real bad for you. So you're gonna tell it, hey, be more flexible, and so you can do all these stretching exercises. It's good for you. It prevents injuries. It makes your muscle more relaxed and makes your form better. Because you know you want that perfect form, right? Because like ain't nobody want that stiff ass form. It ain't pretty. Ain't nobody want it. Not the judges, not you, not me. So let's not do it. All right. So now let's talk about training, right? So when you train, you want to actually train perfectly. By perfect, I mean you want to train a lot with good form, and you got to train smart. So what I'm saying is like when I'm telling you to do all these exercises, I'm telling you to lean. I'm telling you to move your body a certain way. You gotta learn how to do that right. So take it one step at a time. You're gonna repeat it a lot of times, like 100, 1,000, 2,000 times. Just keep doing it until it's second nature for you. Like it's good. You gotta keep doing it like that. Even if it's boring, you gotta keep doing that. Like for instance, right? I'm telling you, like, yo, do a baby freeze so that you can do a windmill. So when you do a baby freeze, your hands first, your hands start shaking because you're trying to do the stab. And after like 5, 10 times, your arms ain't gonna shake anymore. So like after that, you can be like, oh snap, it's not shaking. Now I can actually use my legs. So when you use your legs, right, you start to learn how to swing. You start to learn how to just let move without falling off balance. So like after a while, after 5, 10, 20, 200 times, your legs gonna learn how to swing correctly. And after that, you're like, oh snap, I can swing and stab at the same time. But let me use my arms now. Let me collapse right. Let me lean right. And now after that, you're gonna be leaning right. You're gonna learn how to lean with your shoulders. You're gonna learn all that. So basically, that entire system, you gotta keep doing that for every exercise I'm gonna show you. Cause like that's how you learn how to get it to do second nature. Your body's at first is not ready. It's foreign. But after like hundreds, thousands, 2,000 times, it's gonna be more second nature to you. That's what I've been doing. I've been drilling it all my life. And so you should be doing that too if you want the windmills. All right, so now let's get to it, right? All right, the first step is to learn the baby freeze position. You gotta get real comfortable at it. You gotta be able to breathe. You gotta be able to swing your legs. You gotta be able to just keep switching left and right without falling. That's the first step. Get real comfortable with that. All right. All right, now so you want to learn how to swing your leg, right? So it's a scooping motion, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta scoop it to low to the ground. So look what I'm doing right here. I'm trying to scoop it. You see how I just kicked the bag? That's how low you're trying to swing that leg. So this is a good exercise for you to do that. So like right there, swing, kick, go back, swing, kick. It's a good exercise for you to do that. Just get used to that motion. So next you want to learn how to torque back and forward. You gotta swing left, then you gotta swing right with your hands and your feet. Look what I'm doing with my body as well. I'm going up and down. All right. All right. So these are the 4 positions for torquing. First position, second position, go backwards. Third position is when you get to center again. Fourth position is when you're leaning forward and swinging. All right, so when you stab, you want to stab at the edge of your abs. If you don't have abs, it's between your belly button and your sides. It's the midway point. So right there, you see that? Yep, stab that. Stab it hard. Flex your lats and your triceps while you're doing it. Get that shoulder freeze. When you do a windmill, you need to get high, so that helps. All right, now once you get comfortable with that, you gotta learn to rotate and then go into an open baby freeze. Get used to that and go. Then you lean to your shoulder. Transition that real well. The move, you want to lean everything. So watch what I do. I stab and I go to shoulder freeze. Watch. Shoulder freeze, boom. And then I lean towards my ear when my head actually leans to the ground as well. You see that? Your shoulder leans to your ground, and then the head also leans to the ground as well in that direction. So now you're gonna learn to do the collapse. It's gonna be real tricky. So you're gonna learn how to just fall onto your body from your hands, just downwards. This is gonna teach you how to do it comfortably. Get used to it, make it natural, and then we'll move on. This might not feel too comfortable, but just keep doing it. You just want to get your body used to that, just that falling step, falls towards your shoulder. All right, so non-stabbing arm actually does a lot of things. It's gonna push away from you as you collapse. Let's talk about your right arm. So your elbow and your arm is gonna pivot inwards. Your palm is also gonna pivot. Your hand is not grabbing the ground. It lifts up, but your palm is still pivoting. The first part of your body to touch the ground is your triceps. Don't let your elbow, don't let your forearm touch the ground. It's gonna smack the ground. You can get hurt. So you wanna fall into your tricep and smooth and cushion the fall. Alright, so after you land on your collapse and you land on your triceps, assuming you did it right, you want to land to your shoulder. Then from your shoulder, you want to lean your weight there. So from your triceps to your shoulder, lean your weight from the triceps to your shoulder, and then you roll back. Make sure your feet isn't touching the ground. Also, you're doing it wrong if your shoulder is smashing the ground while you collapse. Alright, so we're going to focus on your left leg. So it's going to go in circular motion when you swing. So go into your baby freeze, torque, scoop, and watch the leg go around like that. It follows the same path as your arm, and so you want to do the same thing with your leg. Get used to doing this. Just sit on the ground and do this a lot of times until it gets comfortable. Alright, so when you execute this transition, you want to focus on your left leg as well. You want to let it lead you. You want to let the left leg lead you past your head. Makes it easier. Alright, so you see what I'm doing? I'm going to my stab position, and then immediately I'll go to your shoulder freeze, but I let the left leg lead me, like just like that. Just walk it over like that. Alright, so after you collapse and you go on your shoulder freeze, right? You want to get your head to the ground, let it get used to that motion. This is a good exercise for it. You want to lean your head there and let it roll. Just let it roll like that. Get used to rolling around your crown of your head. Alright, so after you collapse, lean on your shoulder, you're going to go to your back. This is an exercise to get you get used to that motion because it's going to feel weird and get higher and back. So you see what I'm doing right here? I'm switching from left to right with my legs. So you want to take your hands, grab your back, support that, and then make your legs move left and right, left and right. So here's a different view. I'm going to roll back. Look what I'm doing. I'm going to roll back, use my hands for my body, and go from right to left. Right to left. Keep doing this like 100 times, 1,000 times. You get really used to it. Alright, so what does your leg do when it's on your back? This is the motion that you want to learn. So your left leg wants to swing around. You gotta learn how to make it swing around. Just like that. It's not gonna swing naturally, but you gotta force it to swing like that. So this is just like that. And then you want to make your right leg actively follow it too. So right now, it's when you swing your left leg, make your right leg follow. Alright, so once your right leg learns to follow, you gotta teach it actually what the motion is. So the right leg actually does what the left leg does, but on your opposite side. So check it out. You see what the right leg does? It swings in the same motion as your left leg. Alright, so you gotta learn what to do with your hands, right? So when you're on your back, you want to use your hand to help execute the rollover. Just like that, you want to use your hand, throw it out and around your body. Let it lead your body weight across to your other shoulder, from one shoulder to back to the other shoulder. The hand helps with that. Alright, so not just your left arm is throwing, your right arm actually does the throwing too. It throws across from you and into the stab position. If you do it right, you'll naturally go into the stab position. I'm just rolling back and I'm still able to go into that stab position. That's what you want. Alright, you also want to learn the pop. So this is what you gotta do with the pop. You gotta learn to pop up with your legs and your chest. Just rise like that and you'll do well. Alright, so you put it all together, you're gonna go real slow, just like that. Just walk it. It takes time and patience, but it's okay. You just gotta keep doing it. It'll become second nature. What you want to do is muscle memory, and then you'll get speed. All the stuff you're doing right now is form as well. That's it. Just keep drilling that, man. Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you guys have been practicing. So if you notice, if you've been drilling them right, it becomes more effortless, but you realize that I stopped at the stab. So basically, when you go and do your full round and you get to the stab, you realize, oh, snap, I'm back on square one. So then you can swing again and then repeat the same thing I taught you over and over and over again. If you notice that it's just a loop, like the windmill is basically a loop of one round. So once you stab, swing, roll over, re-stab, it's basically stab, swing, roll over, re-stab again. So get used to that. Make it comfortable. Walk it first, and then after a while you can run with it. Um, That's basically it for the like how to do a basic windmill. So let's talk about more like transitions, how to improve your windmill, enhance it. So that's the second part of this tutorial. It's next. Be prepared. All right, and after that, we're gonna go into common mistakes. People collapse wrong. People go lower on their back. Basically, a lot of issues that I've seen that people do. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to fix that. So I'm gonna give you guys some tips on that, and I hope you guys enjoy that. Let's get to it. So now we're gonna learn how to do Cali the windmill. So Cali the windmill is just like that. You gotta learn, you know, you gotta learn the monkey rows. That's what we call it in the East Coast. So the monkey rows is just like that. It's basically Cali, and then if you do it enough, you can go into Cali to windmill. All right. So in reality, when you do the Cali, right, you wanna walk it. When you start learning, you wanna walk it. You see what I'm doing? I just go to shoulder and then I roll around and do the exact same thing I've been doing. All right, so here's some tip on how to get higher. So you want to lean back towards your mid back, near your neck, and then to your shoulder, just like that. You got to actively do that. Just keep doing this. All right, so the next step is to teach you how to actually like execute the second windmill better. So this is better form and positioning. So what you do is you want to actually, when you roll up to do that stab baby, you want to actually stab instead of to the edge of your abs to the side of your body. You gotta actually, it's a different area now. So you see what I'm doing right here? I'm actually at the side. That's where you want to stab. And when you stab, you want to stab instead of with your elbows. You want to. All right. Some people when they do windmills, they can't keep their head on the ground. So this is an exercise to keep your head on the ground. You want to go into a barrel position, pretend you're holding something, and just let your head rotate just like that. Keep doing that 100 times. All right. So we're going to do a common problem section. So this is the first one. If you collapse too low on your back, this is what happens. All right, if you collapse low, you're gonna smack your hips, you're gonna smack your back and your legs. You're gonna wake up tomorrow all bruised up, and I don't want you to be bruised up. All right, it takes away from your practice time, and that's not good. So I revisit my section for that. It's really important. All right, the next big problem is you smack your swinging leg when you do your second windmill, just like that. It kills your momentum. Don't do that. You want to learn how to reposition yourself higher when you go to your stab position. It helps a lot. Practice popping higher so you can stab better. All right, so once you get used to the windmill, you're gonna try to go faster. Just for the more experienced people. So I'll teach you how to do faster. You're gonna utilize both legs. You gotta make sure that your left leg actually swings hard as well when you're on your back. Not many people do that. So you also want to use your hand and push away from you when you collapse. If you see from here, you see what I'm doing? As soon as I push, you might not see it, but I push hard and I swing both legs. Both legs are pushing every single time.